Okay, can you guess the output of this program? Actually, I did it is that it's a simulation of a task, something like a task has to start and task has to end. So for that, I have started a task here and end with the differ. What would be the output? Might be you guessed right, but let's see what is the output. Okay, so you can see that task A started here, but it is ended over here, and task B started over there, but ended over there, and task C started and ended. So it's like last in, first out, as the differ would run, but it wouldn't run like a for. It wouldn't run like uh, as the differ would have to run in a function because it is a for loop. For loop, you can see that you could get mistake like a function. It would not run as expected as a function would in a function differ would run. Um, so like for to solve that, I could use func, and then I would return a function. Actually, I'd run that function and inside for loop. So every iteration would be a function call, which would be created, which would create the task and in the task as it's a function call. And at the end of function, the differ would be called. So the output would be like go. You can see the task is started here, but it ended just after it started. So the task B could proceed, and so as task C started and ended. Um, and this is looks simple to you right now, but you can see this create file example here. I have, as you can see, I have a multiple file names like this, and I would like to create that file uh, and then write to that file as some text is the text and the file name whatever that is. And then what I did is I also do the differ file.close for that, but it would not be run as expected. You know why? Because it's the same uh, go gotcha code, like really. Just you can see that uh, the first is the file is created, then it would write that, and then differ is registered, but it won't run unless this is the return of the function, you know, like it would only run at end of the function, like empty dot println. Now differ will run, and I would run it and run differ, create file example main.code. See this uh, differ will run, and here is the closing of 3 2 1. As you can see, differ is always attached or run, you can say run at end of the function call. So it would register here, but it would run after that. So in order to fix that, what would I do is I could call I could run all those in func, anonymous function block, which would prevent that from happening. And you know what? It seems also like it. What could it mostly do? Like, but it could consume lots of memory and could also make your program to crash because it would consume lots of memory. Because if something is creating like thousands of millions of files and it is not closing and closing all at the end, then it would definitely be a resource extensive to that program, meaning that it could utilize all the resources and fill up the RAM, and not good for uh, program. Also fill up the temporary file storage also, but it all be will be stored on that. It won't close that thing, so mostly the program would crash. So, and by using this func block in the for loop, I would really solve that issue. And if I would run that, you can see that file 1 run, write, and then closed. File 2 closed, 3 same, and the defer statement, it is prevented. So you can see simply that this is working fabulously. And there's a one more where it can be confused, like I had also like, for example, I would show for examples, but in the next video definitely. Here I try to demonstrate how go differ can be uh, could cause error or program crash, as in like if you are receiving um, like image from or whatever files from channels, like this is the main block, and I have actually initiated a client over here, AWS client, and it's AWS client variable, which is a global variable. I created a client, then I have used uploader as a coroutine, a different coroutine, so that whenever the image would come, it would upload in not at that instance. Like if HTTP request would have image and I would upload over there, it would be a slow to send that request back to that client. So what would I do is that I would upload it later. I've created a buffer chan over there, image file location chan. You can create whatever. This is actually currently a string because I'm using, I have images over here. I am trying to demonstrate that this image is being uploaded.Tain it just for simplicity. I have used that uploader function, and which is actually this uploader function, which is running go in different go routine. So whenever the image comes, I have used the range object. Whenever the image comes, it would upload it using put object. So I would not need file state and file size here, because currently file is actually a seeker. os.file implemented the seeker, so AWS will fetch that size of file, so I would not need to do that. um, so here, whenever a new file is coming from this file location chain, what would I do is, first of all, I open that file because I'm currently using just using location only. Then what I do is uh, I use default file close, yes, at the end of that. So, and then what would I do is upload that to their bucket using the key using file name, and I would return to std out uploaded metadata. So, and here in main, this is main, and I have sending files like this. Simple, it's very simple. This is the file names, and I've been sending using file chan, uh, like a string, this file location chan, and I've been sending all those file names to that. So what would it do? It would send it to this, but you can get the picture that if I would need to uh, close that file, it would not be again in for loop. As if I would run, let me see, and run, you can see that it is uploaded, but it is not closing it, because it needs to be closed until this function returns. So meaning that it will get closed, then it would return and run this defer, because deferred would always run at end of the function. So it is not end over here. So when I would close that using Control C, I hit, and then the file started closing like 3 to 1 in reverse order. But yeah, this would be a resource intensive when you would deploy it over production. So what a fix of this is, it's like I would simply do is func and wrap it around that anonymous function. And what would I do is I would use return over here, because I would not need to continue, because this is the function. It won't be running continue. It's a function. I would need to return it. If any error happens, I would return it, and this would be continue. This for loop will continue after that. So after just creating this simple func block and running all the code inside that, it would run as expected, as it needed to be. As you can see, upload image1.jpg to, as it has been uploaded, and then file has been closed. You know what? Uh, and then image2 uploaded and file closed, image3 uploaded, file closed. It's uh, work like this. This is simple demonstration that it could actually be a problem in production in using a channel to do things. Thank you for watching this all, and you can like, subscribe, or if you uh, don't like, you can give thumbs down also. And thank you again.